Shh. Be very quiet. I'm hunting for wabbits. I don't know whether you remember that or not. That was Elmer Fudd. Maybe most people don't even remember Elmer. He was just a cartoon character who was bound and determined to kill off Bugs Bunny. Here we go again. You may not even remember Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? But it's what came to my mind yesterday as I watched our government, our politics, our gender war in our country at work. Cartoons. Children in the marketplace. Kind of like Sunday afternoon dress up in your parents' room, trying to figure out how to tie your dad's tie while your sister tried to pull on your mother's pantyhose. Kids pretending to be adults. What did they call those cartoons way back then? Oh yeah, I remember. Looney Tunes. Da 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 da. I kept waiting to hear that yesterday with all those children in the marketplace in Washington during these testimonies, as they called them. See, they're children in the marketplace. They shouldn't be there. They don't belong. They're like you meant Bert and Ernie. Hey, Bert. Hey, Ernie. Bert and Ernie make terrible errors, but always it was at the end of the Sesame Street show. There would be some adult figure who would walk up and separate Bert and Ernie from their fighting and explain in simple terms why they were wrong to be fussing. This is what happened to me yesterday. I kept waiting for the adult figure to show up. You know, with that soothing voice. Come on, Dr. Ford. Come on, Brett Kavanaugh. Can you see what you two children did? You got all worked up and got yourselves in crying fits. And why did this happen? Because we're told that after 36 years of needing to grow up, mature emotionally, and here's a word, heal. One of you showed up in tears, still broken by an event from long ago, and the other one showed up with a bruised and angry attitude because he was being challenged and questioned for his actions. Children in the marketplace. What's up, Doc? What did he do to you in that bedroom? Brett, you silly wabbit. Tricks are for kids. It's a little late to start talking about all your high school friends, how much they meant to you, when this country is expecting you. Listen, they're expecting you to take a position we reserve for 9 Solomons. But just like children, yesterday they chose up sides at basketball. I like you. You're on my side. One team for the girls and one team rooting for their buddy, even though he might be an abuser. He's a nice abuser. And what would make him a bad guy? You might think it was when he did that thing allegedly up there in that room with Dr. Ford. But no, it's actually when he's sitting on television and he's intent on covering his own ass. And for all the world to hear, he says, well, of course, man, almost all kids drink. Really? Are we ready to surrender that position? Is every mom and dad in America who going to have to deal with their teenagers? Well, the guy who's going to be on the Supreme Court, he said all teenagers drink. Why can't I? I'll give you a reason, because a friend of mine named Gilda from Nashville, Tennessee, just last week was killed. Beautiful woman. Great heart for teenagers. But she was killed in a head-on collision by a drunk driver. maybe we should rethink our statement about teenage drinking. No one questioned him, though, as he acted like the coyote trying to come up with a plan to get the road runner. Beep, beep! Beep, beep! He put together his explosives to blow up all the beauty and goodness that we hold dear. As she tried to cry her way into convincing all the people around her that this was just paramount in her mind what happened in that upstairs room. And we all just sat back on our political teams and rooted for the one we thought most represented us. Sometimes call me crazy, nutty. Sometimes the cartoons have to stop. Yes, it's only natural for us to be just a little bit suspicious of someone in their 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s who still likes to watch cartoons or acts them out in their real everyday life. We're not being critical. We're just a little bit afraid that this immaturity might spill over into some of their decision-making. Brett Kavanaugh came unhinged yesterday. Dr. Ford proving that therapy, study, and simply growing up gives us no way to escape our adolescent nightmares. What a horrible, ugly, sinister demonstration of what I have always grown up to believe is American beauty. Shh. The children in the marketplace. Be very quiet. Shh. Because you don't want the Republicans to get mad at you, nor the Me Too movement to suggest that you're insensitive to a victim. You can think it, but don't say it. Shh. We're hunting for crazy.